Hey guys, it's Joe Ockery, aka Professor Joe, and I wanted to talk to you about something that we're really excited about. It's our Human Resources Support Center that's been built specifically for human resource managers. So you may recognize the screen. If you haven't, we've got other videos out there that you can check out. It gives you a full tour of the software. But what we realized was our human resource managers that we work with don't have something like this. You guys are the people that are on the front line on a daily basis. You're having to deal with very tough questions. So anything from disciplinary actions to terminations to other types of issues that may impact you. We wanted to make sure that you had a resource available that you could check out and perform some work. And I'm going to show you that today. We've got that set underneath this little question mark. So as I click this, you'll see this pops up. Now, this is something that you have access to. It's going to be very HR specific. Nobody else in the organization is going to be able to access this. Now, if I click on this, this is going to take me to the support center. Close that out. You'll see this is going to jump over to the support center where we're going to talk about 4 different topics that you can work with. So, for example, I want to be able to ask a question. I want to perform some research. I might want to think about upgrading my HR program as a whole. And then finally, I want to make sure that I've got the ongoing training that I need to make sure that I understand the workplace and the changing environment. So let's go ahead and get started. Down here, I've got the ability to ask a question. So I can either ask it here. If I click this Get Started button, this is going to take me to a screen where I can then start putting together the question that I have for the individuals at the HR Support Center. So for example, what state does this apply to? I can add that. By default, it comes up with my home state. It also picks up the total number of employees at my organization, and then I can start asking the question right down here. So it could be something regarding termination or maybe a disciplinary action or even a harassment type of issue. I can type this up very quickly, attach some files, and then click submit, and that's going to take the question and send it over to one of the team members. Now, as an example, here's a team member spotlight that they've got set up here. So you can learn more about Monica and her background. So again, SP, HR, and SHRM certified professional. She's got 8 years behind her and a little biography and some information about her. So she's one of the team members that are going to be out there that you can talk to. The other way, again, we talked about is, again, via phone. So if you really want to get a hold of them very quickly, you can see that Pacific and Eastern Time is the phone number that you can use to go ahead and get a hold of an individual. And at most, you're going to be waiting a day. They've got a service level agreement to get back to you within 24 hours with information. Oftentimes, you're going to have your answer back that same day. And you can ask any number of questions to these individuals. Let's go ahead and talk about research. This is something else you can do with the system. And we can research information by topics. So you get information by benefits, culture, diversity, discrimination, etc. We can also look into the laws that are available. So again, federal, you can get into the state, you can use the law finder to find the names of the laws. Let's go ahead and open up one of these. So let's go ahead and open up maybe the hiring piece right here underneath the topics. I can also filter this down using the content filters on this side. So for example, if I wasn't in the state of Oregon, or maybe my headquarters in the state of Oregon, and I've got an office in California, I can simply click that California. That's going to bring that check up here. I can deselect the Oregon and federal levels, and this is now going to filter this down just to information that is California relevant. So I can get in there and trust a lot of the information that I am going to get. And as you can see, we've got a number of different things that we can get into. Anything from articles to calculators that are going to help me understand the cost per hire, checklists right down here, forms, guides, etc. And again, if you want to deep dive into this and really dig into what it is that we're looking at today, feel free to get a hold of us afterward and we'll go ahead and set something up. So that's how you would research things. You can also think of this platform as a way to go ahead and upgrade your HR program. So for example here, we see we've got the HR fitness test. This is a great tool to go ahead and within maybe 5 or 10 minutes of answering a real quick survey, who doesn't like answering surveys, get the information that you need about where you can shore up your HR program. So for example, do you understand all the risks associated with termination? You can go ahead and click, I realize some of them, but we don't really focus on that. Maybe we had some trouble in the past. You can go ahead and click that, click continue. And as I go through this, it's going to walk me through leave laws, compliance, and wage and hour. And at the end, what's going to happen is I'm going to get a report that is tailored to me, to the answers that I've provided. and provide some areas where I can improve. So I'm going to go to my messages because this is where it is available. And let's go ahead and click that button. You can see I've got a couple here. So I'm going to pull up an existing one from the 19th of July. If I click view, this is my report, the date and overall score. You can get into the general summary, and then here's the answers I provided to the questions as well as the suggestions they provide to you. So this is a great way to get in there and really start making sure that your HR program is a high performance program at all times. Finally, let's talk about training, because again, you provide a lot of training for your employees. Where do you go to get training? So if I go into the learning area, you can see that I've got a number of things here. So I'm going to focus on the 2-minute HR. These are little things that you can do on a lunch break. Jump in here, check one of these out real quick, and just kind of make sure that you've got that blade sharpened at all times, and you'll understand what's going on with regulations and so forth. If I click on these, this is going to open up the information on this specific training, so you get some info up here. And when I click play, that starts the video, and it's voiced over so you can actually get somebody talking to you rather than having to read through long, lengthy description. So the last thing I want to show you is the information that is constantly being provided to you through the HR Center as well. So you can see I've got a news feed here. These can go out to you via email if you'd like to receive them via email, or if you want to keep your email box fairly neat, you can come into this area and get a lot of current information about what's going on in the industry. So you can see we've got some news that's specific to my area, what's going on in Oregon. You can see, so there's information at the federal level. On this side, you can see what's going on with some just topics that they're bringing up. You can see down here, here's the most recent Q&A stream. So other HR managers are asking questions. If you want to browse through these and check out some of the answers they are getting, can check out a very generic answer to questions they're asking. This is a great area to get some additional information. You can see where the most popular content is, so this is probably where a lot of other HR managers like yourselves are struggling to get information. So these are great areas to go in and get that info, as well as what's going on in the news. So these news bulletins are provided here in the application for you to go ahead and read at any time. Again, you can also have those delivered to your inbox if you didn't want to have to come into the platform and look for those. So with that, that's what I wanted to show you today. You know, again, it's a very powerful tool. You're accessing, again, a team of certified human resource professionals. You've got multiple channels to go ahead and access them, again, through email, chat, or phone. And again, all of them have multiple years of experience. You can trust the information that you're getting back from them. And we really think this is a great resource for you, as well as a big time saver to keep you focused on your job rather than doing a lot of research. Again, if you have any questions, we'd be happy to follow up and provide a deeper dive into the platform, as well as answer any other questions that you may have. Thanks a lot.